Okay, welcome back everyone, Zaf here to an updated Battlefield Time Guide starring BARUKA. They are going to get burned to ash and dust because we are running an entire fire loadout. They are weak to fire, but in the comments you let me know, do you want to see one more build, an alternative build, because we are running the brand new weapon, the Fan of the Fire Demon, which a lot of you might not have, so I do want to consider that. I want to make guides everyone can follow, so in the comments let me know. If enough people want another guide, I will make one more, so let me know. That way I will have one more up, but it depends on your feedback. So let's jump into this build. That way you can see how we got this 35-second run with the brand new weapon, running all supports, to see just what we did. But really quick, as a reminder, I just sent out a juicy code to all supporters. Remember, supporting is free. You just got sent 2 mana power extracts, oh baby, so make sure, if you haven't yet, the link is down below, support us, that way you can get all the benefits here. We have 5 codes available, with 2 more coming out, that way you don't miss out, but also make sure, if you haven't yet, to join our Discord server as well. We have giveaways too. We have 1, 2, 3 giveaways for $100 each that you can enter if you're a supporter, so make sure you join. That way you get all the benefits, but also a big shout out to Lokes for when you first comment to our last video. Here is your shout out, and enjoy that juicy exclusive Discord role. So let's just jump into our build. As you can see, this is our loadout. Big Rock is the best shout out for this because we do want that skill damage. Even though we have core attack, it isn't what we're focusing on. Our skills are our main damage source right now, especially for phase 1 and then the boss. They do help out a ton. We have Serbia as well for the bonus, 5% attack, and we're running Kaisel and not Biru because we have Min on our team. They have the same passive, so we cannot use both. We can choose Min or Biru, in this case Kaisel, giving us a very powerful shadow, who does surprisingly have the highest scaling damage out of all our shadows. But for our support hunters, we have Malin, we have Violet, and we have Min. Here are their artifact sets. So jinwoo set, the Blessing set on Malin, the Guardian and Sylph's Blessing set on Isla, and then for Min, Noble Sacrifice and Sylph's Blessing. This set is the best, giving us that juicy elemental weakness damage which we need. So these are the best sets, but make sure, if you're running the Guardian set, have this Blessing Stone equipped. This one right here, always giving you a shield, same with life, very useful. That way you always have a shield, super handy. And then for jinwoo, I am running Warmongers, giving us more attack, something we're missing out on. These stacks are very easy to get, 8 stacks, 3% each, for 24% attack, very juicy, you want to use it. You can also use Toughness set, that's fine, if you want more crit, for even more consistent runs, but Warmongers is the one I chose. And then we have the Obsidian set, obviously, the best set in the game, giving us major damage increase if we're above the 40% mark when it comes to our mana. That's why, for our cores, I am running the brand new core, this one here. I only have it heroic, but this one's so good because if our mana does drop below the threshold, which it shouldn't, but if it does save us, so that's the only one we really need. The other ones are basically useless, so we don't want to use those. That's the only one that does provide us a use. This one here, or this one could work too. Decreasing your mana consumption, up to you. They're both very good. And for other core, this one here, 5% attack, super juicy, make sure you run it. But I just realized I shorted myself out 5% attack by using the wrong one, so a mistake there. Make sure you use the jinwoo core, super important. I wonder, could I have gotten a faster time? We'll see, I'll run it back, but that's fine. Do note the mistake there, even the pros can make it. And for our Blessing Stones, I ran Reawakening for the 20% cooldown reduction, we have Bloodlust for the defense reduction, and we have Pulverize, giving us a bonus break and break state damage, very strong. As you can see here, we're also running weakest section. You can swap this out for honestly anything you want. You can run this, you can run this, you can run into it, putting 200 stat points into intelligence, so up to you. But I would say this set here was the best for me, giving me the most damage, so that should be everything for the build. Oh, our skills, of course. We're running this skill here, Armor Break Decimation, giving us a lot of damage, but also giving us a crit damage increase, and also a break damage of Almighty Break, oh baby, super juicy. And for our skill, we have this one here, Sonic Stream, Sonic Explosion, giving us major damage, but also giving us this right here, a very large bonus to our core attack damage and also a core gauge increase, which is perfect for Phoenix Soul. We're not using the effect too much, mostly for the damage, but if you're stuck, it can help you out a ton, so do note, it does reset your core gauge and also gives you a lot of core attack bonus, so that should be it minus our QT skills. The ones I ran are these two here. You won't be using this one, Collapse, just won't be using it. You will use this one, however, depending on your mobbing. Overshadow, it can be useful for phase 1, but I just use it for the damage in the boss stage, does help out. But if you want to go for damage and utility, this one is better, giving you medium break, but also giving you a break effectiveness increase, so up to you which one you want to run. In my case, I ran this one, just because your QT is not too useful. This one does cast very fast, so the damage can apply quickly. That's the one I ran. Up to you, of course. You can mix and match with this build, super simple. But that should be everything now. Let me jump into the battle itself, so you can see what we did. Because with the Fire Fan, this run was very, very interesting. So just know, the battle will be at 0.5% speed, that way I can't do commentary over it. It is very fast, because as we start off, we're already doing stuff, as you can see right here. We're using our Armoric skill, that way we do get a stack too. Butterflies and blooms, very important. You do get a damage increase to your crit damage if you want that, but we want the stack, because we get one here, and then we get 2 more by using a skill right over here, which you'll see. And then during the boss phase, we use a skill again, very important, 2 more stacks with our core attack up. That way, it does do a heavy break, you'll see. So that is 1 stack, we'll get 1 more here, but you do want to position yourself over here in the middle, then use the skill going forward, hitting all the mobs. As you can see, we got 2 stacks, very important. And I also use Isla during this phase, because there's not too much time to use her during the boss phase, so I use it right now. Getting some damage into, which can help, but after you use that skill, you want to aim Phoenix Soul all the way over here towards the prism that pops up, boom, killing it off ASAP, done. And you want to dash forward here and preemptively use Phoenix Soul's core attack. You'll see we're going to use it, and boom, hitting all the mobs there, and 1 more for the boss, and done. But you want to also auto attack here, building up your core gauge, very important. You can see here, I built it up, boom. So that way, when we get into the phase here, we'll use 1 more attack to have our core attack up, so our Fire Fan can consume it, dealing the break, super duper important. So you'll see here, we use our shadows right off the bat, then we'll use Shadow Step, dashing in, and then using Min or Melee, up to you, whichever one you want to use, to get the damage bonuses applied, and of course the artifact bonuses too, very important. So we're going to do this, we're going to break the target, but first you want to wait. We have very long skill cooldowns, so you'll see here, the estimation comes up, we use it, charge it up all the way, get that crit damage increase, and then boom, break. And now we use our fan, getting that Fire Demon bonus, but also breaking the target. But make sure, use your QTs too, to put on more damage if you need it. And done. You don't have to use Shadow Step, it's still applied here, and use your skill and dead. But remember, we have Phoenix Soul, and we just use a skill that increases our core attack damage, as you can see right over here. Core attack damage increase, so if the target is dead, Phoenix Soul comes in clutch. You already have 1 charge here, so use it, and then use a skill, very easy, getting more damage applied. You can Shadow Step 2 to slow down time, that way you can stack on the damage even more. So a lot of tips there that you can use if you can't one-shot, of course. But that is basically it for the run. Let me just do a normal speed run, that we can see everything come together. It is a very, very involved run, but once you get it down, there's only a few inputs to really put in. It's not the hardest run out there, which is good. That's why I always do easier runs, because I want to make sure everyone can do them. We all have fat fingers, so it's not easy. So as you can see, the second I load in, the time hasn't even started. I use the Armoric skill, but let me play it here so you can watch. We're going to position ourselves with the Fire Fan, boom, clear all the mobs, use Phoenix Soul while using Isla, beautiful, and then dashing here, waiting, using core attack, and then core attack again, done. Now attack, build up the gauge, easy peasy, and now we wait for Baruka, use our shadows, use Meilin. Hopefully Meilin's attack does land, if not, no worries. That way your QT comes up. Because there's a lag period right here where you have nothing to really do, I just kind of wait. So that's about a 1 to 2 second time that we can get back if we use our QT and not over here. Very important, because during that phase, we could be using Phoenix Soul, getting more damage in, but up to you. There's a few modifications we can make, but overall, a very, very good run, very consistent. I did this run back to back to back. As you can see here, look, this is one run here. Let me just go forward. Let me just go back, actually. So in this one, I got 36 seconds. Any run after, you'll see here, the one we just did going forward, I got, well, like a better time, 35 seconds. So this run is consistent. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. That way, I do know you want more content like this, but also support us. And in the comments, let me know, do you want to see another guide not using the fan? That way I know I should upload one more. But anyways, on that note, this is your Code King Zaf signing out.